Well everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 and see how this phone has held up and is holding up so far in 2023. And one thing I'll definitely tell you is I love the watches that Samsung makes. They are beautiful, they have a lot of capability for sure, and I will say the Watch 5 has to be probably one of the more popular watches Samsung has made, and although it wasn't like a massive change coming from the Watch 4, I still think this thing is completely worth buying. It's still a very good watch. However, if you want to save some money and you want to get a very similar watch, you might just want to go and buy a Galaxy Watch 4. Those things have gone down in value quite a bit in terms of, used prices. And I still think those things are just like so similar to the Watch 5s that you might just want to go and buy one of those watches to save a little bit of money. I'll also leave some link down in the description below so you can get them from there and you can help support the channel at the same time. Now starting off with the outside of the Galaxy Watch 5, this specific watch came out in a few different sizes. So I've always felt like Samsung does a really good job at giving us kind of a few different sizes here and there. So we have the standard Watch 5, we have the Watch 5 Pro, we have the Watch 5 Golf Edition, and then we have the Watch 5 Pro Golf Edition. So I didn't even know they had those Golf Edition ones. And they come in two different sizes, the 40mm size and the 44mm size. There's still rumors coming around that I think the Watch 6 is going to bring a like 1mm bigger, so it kind of matches what the Apple Watches have. But so far, I feel like these watches look good. They are very timeless. That's something I've always found. And I will say, Samsung puts some of their best displays on any smartwatch on their watches. I will laugh if they ever bring like a 90Hz or 120Hz panels on these things, but I think these watches have a very good display. They're rounded, which I actually prefer probably a little bit more than the Apple Watches, but I feel like this design also is, I feel like the Pixel Watch did a really good job. But the Watch 5 panel still looks very, very good. It's probably the best watch. It's the best screen on any watch right now. Now we have these standard buttons on the side. Nothing else super crazy. On the back, we do have the, wireless charging pad, which for those of you who don't know, if you do have a Samsung Galaxy phone, the Galaxy S10 or newer, or any of the flips or fold or whatever, you actually have the capability of reverse wireless charging your Galaxy Watch 5 from your specific phone. So that is a big asset you're getting here. And that is something I love about the Galaxy Watch 5, that you can reverse wireless charge your watch from your other devices, which is beautiful. Now, that's kind of the good stuff right there. With the exterior of the body, it's held up very well. I will say though, with the bands, this has been the one area where I've kind of felt like Samsung needs to improve on a little bit. The stock bands that you get, right in the box, I would say aren't as good quality compared to what you're getting on the Pixel Watch bands and the Apple Watch bands. I feel like Apple and Google have done a better job, and for Google to kind of make it their first product and have those decent bands is pretty good. I love everything about the Galaxy watches. It's just the stock bands. Now you can always replace them and put in new ones, but still I feel like even their replacement, taking the bands off and putting them back on, I just don't feel like I have a secure fit. I feel like if Samsung can go and kind of copy what Apple's done with their bands, I feel like they could have a hit on their hands. I just don't like how it kind of stems out from the sides. You have to peel the thing back and put it back in. I'm just not a fan of that. It's never felt secure. And although it is secure, it's just one of those things if Samsung could change anything, or my biggest gripe of the Watch 5s in general would probably be the bands. Now, that's that for basically the outside. They're still very, very reliable. I haven't heard of any major defects going on with these watches either. So that's kind of a good thing going here. And they still come out in the standard Bluetooth Wi-Fi model and the 4G LTE model. So if you wanted to go ahead, and you can just go ahead and get the 4G LTE model if you want to. If you want to get a data plan and all of that. So you do have that option here with this watch as well. Now, internally, when you actually power this thing on, this thing has a very good amount of power inside of it. And it's basically going to be lasting you for quite a bit of time. Compared to things like the Watch 4, you're going to be getting a longer lasting watch. You're going to be getting pretty much a faster performing watch, and it's also giving you a better and bigger sized battery on the Watch 5 as well. So if you actually wanted to go ahead and get a more powerful watch in every single area, well, the Watch 5 is definitely going to be the way you want to go. And that in and of itself is a big asset when you're getting a Watch 5, because that thing has a longer throughput ahead of it. So although something like the Watch 4 is a better deal in my opinion, like I mentioned, you are getting the more powerful and more featureful watch from the Watch 5, which is absolutely beautiful. If you want to take it up a notch, you might want to go for the Watch 5, the 44mm size, because you are getting a bigger size battery inside of that watch, which could mean a lot to you, if you're planning on, using your watch till it dies. So there's still tons of features that are probably going to be added with the next couple of, Wear OS updates. There's going to be lots of improvements to the next couple of Samsung Galaxy phones too. So my biggest thing that I've always loved about the Galaxy Watches coming from an Apple Watch user is that you do have that reverse wireless charging from your phone. You don't have to bring your proprietary charger with you. A lot of other phone manufacturers haven't done this quite yet, and Samsung has a lead there. They've tapped into that market, and that's something I love about this watch. Seems like a lot of other people love their Watch 5 and Watch 5 Pro as well, and so far, it's been great. It's gotten updates, it's gotten lots of features, and although it wasn't a massive update coming from the Watch 4, I still think it was a really good improvement. So overall, I think the Galaxy Watch 5 is still completely worth buying. It's a beautiful watch, has tons of features built in. But I will say, if you don't have all the money in the world and you want to save a little bit of money, getting a Galaxy Watch 4 I think is a very, very good option. And you can definitely save some money and still get a very good watch there as well. So that pretty much covers it up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.